If you want a woman to be completely addicted to you in the bedroom, and I mean the kind of obsession where she's texting you at 2 a.m. saying, "I can't stop thinking about you, come over," or pulling you into bed the moment she sees you, then listen carefully because what I'm about to share isn't a trick, a pickup line, or something you learned from a movie. It's about understanding female psychology on the deepest, most primal level, the level that makes her crave you, fantasize about you, and feel your presence even when you're not there. Most men think they know what women want in bed, but here's the truth. They're focused on all the wrong things: performance, technique, or ego. That's why she's not whispering their name when she's alone. That's why she's not shaking with desire every time she gets a text. But you're not going to be one of those men. You're going to be the man she remembers. The man whose touch replays in her mind like a loop she can't shut off. So pay attention because I'm about to reveal the real secret to making her lose control every single time. And not just that. I'll give you 5 psychological methods you can use tonight. Methods that make any woman surrender her mind and body willingly. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology, your weekly dose of truth about what women really crave, but never say out loud. So, hit that subscribe button because once you understand this, you'll never look at intimacy the same way again. The core truth. What women secretly crave. What women truly desire isn't endless compliments or a performance that goes on for hours. It's something deeper, something primal that reaches straight into her subconscious. In a global survey of over 10,000 women, more than 81% confessed the same thing. They want a man who takes control, not with aggression but with confidence and certainty. Because every day, women are in control of everything. What to wear, what to eat, how to handle work, friends, kids, and the chaos of life. But when she's with a man who knows how to lead, who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to take it, that's when she finally feels safe enough to let go. That's the moment she stops thinking and starts feeling. Her mind never stops. It's always running, planning, overthinking, feeling everything at once. But in the bedroom, that's where she wants it all to quiet down. That's where she wants to surrender. Not to just any man, but to a man who knows what he's doing. A man who leads with calm confidence, whose touch says without words, "You can relax now, I've got you." That desire is ancient. It's woven into her biology. Her fantasies, her late-night confessions with friends. Every story, every romance, every secret wish. It all circles back to one thing. A confident man who takes charge and guides her through an experience she'll never forget. But here's where most men get it wrong. They hesitate. They overthink. They're afraid. Afraid of doing too much, of crossing a line, of being judged. So they play it safe. They pull back. And in that hesitation, they smother thievery desire she wants to feel. They ask instead of act. They think instead of lead. And that's why so many women walk away unsatisfied. Not just physically, but emotionally. But that won't be you. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how to step into that quiet, grounded confidence. How to embody masculine control that commands respect while staying respectful. Attuned and completely in control, here's where it starts. Step 1, control her movement. This isn't about force. It's about certainty. It's about showing her through your presence that you know exactly what you want and exactly what to do next. When you're kissing her, don't wait for her to lead. Take her by the hips. Pull her closer. Guide her body like it was made to fit against yours. When you want to shift positions, don't pause to ask permission. Lead her there. Grip her waist. Move her gently. Let your actions speak with confidence, not hesitation. Your touch should say, "I know where this is going." Because that's what triggers something deep inside her. A primal response that whispers, "This man knows what he wants and I want to give it to him." She feels drawn to you because your confidence gives her space to relax, to simply be. Your calm presence tells her she's safe, seen, and desired. Here's what most men never understand. A woman can feel the difference between a man who's trying to prove himself and a man who already knows who he is. The first one reaches for validation. The second one radiates certainty. And the difference changes everything. She becomes curious, addicted, drawn to your energy even when you're not around. Because confidence, when it's real, isn't loud. It's steady. It's felt in how you move, how you pause, how you look at her without needing to say a word. True strength doesn't push. It reads. If she steps back, you slow down. If she leans in, you meet her halfway. You control the energy not through force, but through awareness. That's what creates chemistry. Not power over her, but connection with her. Even your voice matters. The tone, not the volume. When you speak with calm certainty, she feels it before she understands it. Your words don't need to chase approval. They lead the moment, because when a man speaks from grounded confidence, a woman's guard softens. Her thoughts quiet down. She stops analyzing and starts feeling, and that's where the real magic begins. Control isn't about speed or intensity. It's about timing, knowing when to hold back and when to move forward. The art is in the rhythm, not the rush. The slower you go, the deeper the connection becomes. And that's the secret. She doesn't crave chaos. She craves a man who knows exactly when to pause, when to act, and when to let silence do the talking. That's what makes her remember you. That's what makes her come back. When she can't predict your next move, when you hold the rhythm, the timing, the flow, her mind lights up with anticipation. That uncertainty becomes excitement. That excitement becomes desire. She starts craving your presence, your pauses, your touch, even your silence. Every look, every breath, every delay becomes part of the dance you lead. You're not chasing pleasure. You're conducting it. 4. Give directions, not requests. This shift changes everything. Stop asking, do you want to? Start saying, I want you to, not can you turn around, but turn around. Not do you want to touch yourself, but I want you to touch yourself. Feel the difference. One sounds uncertain, the other sounds certain. And women feel that difference instantly. She doesn't want to take the lead. She wants to trust yours. When you speak with direction, you project clarity. And clarity is what makes her surrender. It's not about being harsh. It's about being sure. If she ever says no, you respect it immediately. That respect isn't weakness. It's proof of strength. Never apologize for desire. Your certainty is what turns her on more than anything else. 5. Use strategic restraint. This zone's for men who understand real control. When you use restraint, holding her wrists, guiding her movements, containing her energy, it's not about dominance. It's about presence. It's the unspoken message, I can handle you. That balance of power and safety touches a woman's deepest instinct to feel, completely enveloped by strength she can trust. But understand this, consent is everything. You talk before, you agree before, you read her every reaction. Because restraint without trust isn't power, it's insecurity. But restraint built on trust, that's fire. That's where connection becomes electric. Where she doesn't just feel wanted, she feels claimed. Not in a possessive way, but in a magnetic primal one. It's the kind of moment she replays in her mind long after it's over, even when she's lying next to someone else. That's the difference between a man she remembers and a man she forgets. The aftermath, when thoughts of you turn into obsession. Now that you understand these 5 triggers, here's what most men miss. This isn't about what happens in the bedroom. It's about how she feels when it's over. Because when a woman experiences your presence, your calm, your command, your quiet confidence, it doesn't fade. When the night ends, it lingers. She'll lie awake hearing your voice. She'll remember how you told her to look at you and how she did without hesitation. She'll remember your hands, not asking, but knowing. She'll feel your energy like a shadow that follows her long after you're gone. That's how obsession begins. Not through words, not through promises, but through the psychological imprint you leave behind. Women don't become addicted to the act. They become addicted to the feeling. The feeling of surrendering to a man who makes losing control feel safe. To the kind of calm dominance that makes her feel soft, small, feminine, yet completely seen. That's what she craves. That's what every woman secretly dreams of, but will never say aloud. And when you give her that, when you blend control with patience, direction with restraint, you don't just touch her body, you touch her mind. And once you touch her mind, you own her desire. Why this works. The psychology behind the pull. When a woman feels your confidence and certainty, her brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals that create emotional bonds. But when you mix that with unpredictability, slowing down, teasing, commanding, her brain associates you with emotional intensity. That's why she gets hooked. It's not about your looks. It's not about your words. It's about the psychological contrast you create between danger and safety, strength and softness, dominance and care. That contrast is what pulls her in. It's the same primal wiring that fuels every best-selling romance novel, not fantasy, neuroscience. And now you know how to use it. Your transformation starts now. From this moment on, practice this mindset, not just in bed but in life. Be decisive, speak with certainty. Control your tone, your pace, your presence. Because the same energy that makes her melt behind closed doors is the energy that earns your respect, admiration, and desire outside of it. And if you're serious about mastering this, about understanding how women respond on a sexual, emotional, and psychological level, you need education, not guesswork. That's why I recommend today's sponsor, Educated. It's not porn. It's real guided education taught by world-class experts, showing you visually how to apply everything I've described with confidence, respect, and skill. You'll get access to 100-plus courses designed to teach you how to satisfy a woman's body and her mind. And they're constantly updated by professionals who understand both male and female psychology. Use my link in the description or the code Amelia50 to get 50% off your subscription. That's less than the price of a few coffees, but the results, they'll stay with you for life. So here's your challenge tonight. Next time you're with a woman, stop trying to please her. Lead her. Guide her to what she doesn't even know she craves. Be the man who makes her feel safe enough to surrender and strong enough to never forget you. If this hits you, don't just scroll away. Show your support. Like the video, subscribe to Dark Psychology, and drop a comment saying control is power. That's how I'll know you stayed till the end, because next week I'm revealing something deeper. The hidden emotional triggers that make a woman chase you long after she swore she never would. I'm Amelia, and you've just stepped into the